It's time now for the best high school sports action from the WBCB Sports Network. Catch the best games from Bucks and Mercer County at WBCBsports.com and our Facebook page. Your home for high school sports is right here at WBCB 1490.
From Notre Dame High School, a good CVC matchup on tap for you on the network tonight as the 11-4 Nottingham Northstars visit the Notre Dame Irish, standing at 8-7. Great to be with you. Thanks to the sponsors making this live stream possible: the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office, Capital Health System, the Revere Restaurant, Team Toyota, New Jersey Education Association, and by Notre Dame High School, as well as Holdeman Ford Subaru, Kessel Dermatology, Falcon Heating and Cooling, Hamilton Township Animal Shelter, Hamilton Township Division of Health, Hyundai of Trenton, Jammer Doors, the Italian People's Bakery, Saw Funeral Homes, Hamilton Township Education Association, as well as Kaufman Printing, the Trentonian, and Amaya's Italian Eatery. Great to be back with you, Keith Nooner alongside Ryan Baxter. And Ryan, a good matchup here potentially. Both the plus minuses just over 100. The North Stars are plus 101 on the season. Notre Dame plus 115. Of course, they have a little bit different scheduling-wise out of conference, but a good CVC matchup here tonight.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And let's not let the records go into play for this game here. Regardless of how much better the Nottingham team may look on paper, both these teams are very, very scrappy and are going to do everything they can to keep this close and to get a win for their squad. When you look at the Notre Dame side, you really got to wonder if their bigs can stay down low and keep Dom Raymond off the backboards and down underneath. But the same thing goes for the Nottingham backcourt, if they can keep Will Foley off of the scoring table and keep him as limited as possible. So a lot of scrappiness. I'm expecting a very, very good defensive matchup tonight.
Yeah, and certainly the North Stars played really well last game defensively as they took on a team that is 19-0. They, of course, lost that game, but certainly put in a valiant effort, only giving up 55 points to Haddonfield, who, as we said, I mean, they've played almost 20 games already. They haven't lost yet, but Chris Roberts certainly liked the way that his team played defense in that last game.
Oh, yeah, 100%. When you go into a game like that, obviously a powerhouse like Haddonfield, you just got to go in and give 100% because anything could happen in the game of basketball. That very easily could have been an 18-1 after Nottingham got out of there, but they went in and put their best foot forward, and that's another loss for them, and that makes them they've lost 3 out of their last 5, with their last win coming against Steiner. But they're looking to get off of the schneid here and see if they can turn things around on the road here against the Irish.
Yeah, it took on a really good Ewing team, and Ewing still 12-4. They are playing really good basketball under Paul Jones, first-year head coach. And Hopewell Valley continues to be maybe a shock to some, but I talked to some coaches before the season started, and they said they might be one of the better teams in the Valley and can compete for it. Right now, based on winning percentage, they have the lead with a 12-2 record. Robbinsville has really started to play good basketball. Tyler Handy likely out for the season. They lost him early, scuffled a bit. They're now 12-6. And so the North Stars right there competing for the Valley. On the other side, you have the Colonial, which Princeton's 8-7, Notre Dame's 8-7, Heightstown's 9-9. We'll see them tomorrow night. West Windsor North is 8-9, and then you have South at 7-10. These teams are all jumbled right there at the top.
And this is around that time of the year where you're right before tournament time, whether you're talking about MCTs or even state tournaments later on. This is where teams really find their groove and get into the swing of things right now. It's a very, very competitive conference, obviously, and this is one of those games that a lot of people watch because it's going to be one of those Colonial games that everybody looks forward to because it's a lot of seeding on the line and honestly a lot of bragging rights on the line too for the locals.
We are certainly looking forward to it, and we'll have that after the national anthem. We'll come back with the tip. Irish and the Nottingham Northstars, as we will stay here for the anthem because we have one of the students here performing the anthem, Charlie Jones. So stay tuned for that, and we will be back with the starting lineups after this here at Notre Dame.
Between the Nottingham Northstars and your Notre Dame of our national anthem. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen. Father in heaven, we ask for your blessing on the game we are about to play. Give each one of us the courage to play the game in a manner which, by our words and actions, is pleasing to you. Let us enter into the competition in a spirit of sportsmanship and with respect for the members of the opposing team. We ask you, Father, to bless each one of us, and especially the coaches, officials, and players. Keep us under the protection of your Son, Jesus Christ, and help us to be aware of your presence with us in the game. Amen. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Thank you. And now, for the introduction
What I would give to be able to sing like that. Charlie Jones once again with the national anthem, and if that doesn't get you fired up for a ball game, not sure what will.
I can hear an eagle screeching outside from here.
Getting set for the starting lineups.
visiting North Stars.
Visiting North Stars.
Number 4, Dante Alexander.
Dante Alexander.
Number 2, Jordan Raba.
And of course, Jordan Raba averaging 14 this season.
Number 23,
Really nice
Dom
season.
Raymond.
And Dom averaging 18.2 and almost a double-double. Jameer Miller, key defensively, and he also is averaging around 10.
Chris Raba.
And Matt Giuliano getting the start as well.
Now, get loud for the starting lineup for your Notre Dame Irish. Number 0, Will Foley.
Luke Foley coming off a 20-point performance against Trenton. Charlie Schur.
Number 33, Max Foley.
And the other Foley brother, Max.
Number 10, JP Merloose.
JP Merloose. John Merloose, take your pick. And Noah Mathis. Noah Mathis, a sophomore 6'5" forward. And he played last year as well. It was really, really solid. And they are coached, of course, by Tim Stevens, his second season as the head man here at Notre Dame. And it should be a really, really good game. This, I would imagine, is going to be close, if I had to guess.
Yeah, absolutely. This is almost like in polar opposite teams here. There's a lot of youth on this Notre Dame side and a lot of experience on the Nottingham side of things. So it's almost like a glimpse into the future, like the future taking on the gatekeepers of the Colonial Conference right now in Nottingham.
Will be Miller, and it will be Mathis at half court. Chris Raba has his team in the winning ways again, well above 500, one of the best teams in the CVC, 11-4 mark. And he also notched earlier this season, a couple of weeks ago, his 350th win. And it's tipped to Foley, and we are underway from Notre Dame. Will Foley having a great season, as we were talking about before. Inside layup is missed by Schur, and it's going the other way. top. Alexander works it right to Giuliano. They kick it around, swing it, and now back up top to Dom. He passes right. They continue, quick passing. Straight on, Raba takes it inside and draws first blood. A good dribble drive from Jordan Raba to get us going.
He made that look easy, too. It was almost like the defender wasn't even in front of him there. It was almost an open layup.
And foul on the other end. And it will be Merloose who got fouled. And they roll it on the floor. Max Foley to inbound.
Notre Dame's been quick on the shots to start this game. They've barely had the ball for what seems like 5 seconds, and they've gotten the shot up each time.
Miller picks up his first foul, something to watch. Foley steps in the lane and puts it up and in. Yeah, these guards are going to be fun to watch. Dom stops, lost the ball, poked away. Foley in transition, 3-on-2. Sure, reverse layup missed. Dom with a board. And pass taken right back.
There's
Foley.
that defense.
Great hands. Inside Foley jump shot. In and out. Long rebound, Dom flips it ahead. Raba moving into the lane. Off glass, good. Beautiful shot.
Tough finish, Jordan Raba. This guard play so far has been great on both sides.
Will Foley, just a sophomore as well. He is impressive. Here's the drive, kick out, in the paint, floater, and it's Max Foley this time connecting.
Foley to Foley connection.
Well, we'll see it a lot. Dante Alexander, known for his shooting prowess, he is phenomenal. Raba, weave set, top of the key. Giuliano gives to Miller, back to Dom. Dom inside and got blocked. Foley with a block. Dom keeps and puts up the shot, got fouled.
Doing a lot to keep him bothered, it looked like. There was a lot of contact there as soon as he got the ball in his hands.
Well, I think teams know that they need to really stop him, especially inside, getting easy looks. Otherwise, it's going to be a long night.
100%. Dominic Raymond is the closest thing to a traditional big man in the high school ranks that I've seen in a long time now. And the ability that he has to extend the floor in the mid-range and sometimes the three-point, like not a lot of 4 or 5s can do that at the high school level. And that he can do that for his team and be the leader and the leading scorer that he can be is phenomenal.
1 of 2 from the line. Foley sets up for 3, in and out. And rebound tipped out to Alexander.
A heat check already from Will Foley.
Yeah, he was open. He'll take that shot.
Oh, 100%.
But yeah, you're right. He was from well beyond the arc.
That was from Sloan Avenue.
High screen. Miller works it in, and that floater is good with the right hand. Good high screen. 7-4 early. Ball poked out of play. It remains with Notre Dame. And that's the thing, too, with a guy like Dom, is if he plays in college, he'll probably have to play mainly guard, you'd think.
Yeah, because you would think about it, he's, what, 6'3",
right,
pretty much? And a lot of the big men in college, the 3 goes up and drilled Will Foley.
Foley is so smooth. Tied at 7.
Yeah, like you were saying, a lot of the big men that you see in the Division I, even Division III levels are like 6'8" minimum. Right. So Dom out of the backcourt honestly might do some good, having a big, strong guard like that with big man prowess.
Absolutely.
That would be really nice for a team to have.
Good pass down low. Dom had some trouble with it. Wasn't a great one, but able to heave it out to one of his teammates, and now he's got it in the corner. Up top, Raba. He could shoot it from out there.
Looks like he wanted to for a second.
Giuliano doesn't take many shots from out there. He'll give it up. Alexander. And a whistle.
Foley and Dom were fighting down there for position.
Yep.
Getting a little chippy down there already.
Fouls on 33, so that'll be Foley. And Tim Stevens not happy with that at all.
Looked like they were both kind of bumping each other there. Dom was trying to obviously stay in front there, and Foley was doing his very best to not allow that at all.
And if teams can, they'll certainly try to front Dom and make him really battle for everything. And he has to again, and looks like
I think that was Josh Kateti.
Knocked it away. Inside Mathis, he can't score. Good defense by the Stars, and jump ball, and Chris Raba wanted a foul.
I can understand why. It looked like Kateti kind of got underneath the Dom right there and grabbed him instead of the ball, but referee sees it differently.
Well, at any rate, Nottingham keeps. So, would have been essentially the same thing. 2 team fouls each, 7 all game. Under 4 to play. First quarter. This gym is awfully quiet.
Surprising, honestly. Usually the Notre Dame student section is jumping. Big block. That gets him going.
Mathis with a rejection on Giuliano. Returning the favor. Giuliano's had a ton this year. In transition, Mathis. Elbow jump shot, rather baseline jump shot. Good. And Mathis, he could shoot. He made a couple of threes against Trenton.
He's going to be somebody that they want to develop along with Will Foley there. They got these guys for another couple years here. It's going to be a lot of fun here for the Irish.
Could certainly be. Good defense by Notre Dame, and now left wide open is Alexander. Rises up, takes a jump shot, and he missed.
Surprised he didn't pull that immediately when he got it in the corner.
Totally agree. Foley dishes. And now they find Foley, top of the key.
It's almost an instant double team on Will Foley each time he touches it.
Shot for 3, good. Charlie Scher. 12-7, Notre Dame. This Irish team is really well-rounded.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. They have a lot of length down low to keep the big men out, and then they have the ability to stretch it out, whether you're talking about a guy like Will Foley or you're talking about even somebody like Josh Kateti, who I've seen shoot off the bench every now and then. He's a lot of dynamics for this Nottingham team to look at.
Raba moves into the paint. Good pass, and tough shot from Jameer Miller, and he can't get it to fall.
Great find there from Jordan Raba, but just unfortunate that they weren't able to put it in the basket there.
Under 2 minutes. Shot for 3. This one banks in. Julian Matura in the game for the first time, and Chris Raba will take a timeout. It was tied at 7, a little bit of a run for Notre Dame. It's now 15-7 the lead. If you're looking for a loving pet to add to the family, consider visiting the Hamilton Township Animal Shelter, 2100 Sylvan Avenue. The animal shelter is open Monday through Saturday from 10:30 to 3:30. Thursdays till 7, closed on Sundays. For more information, check them out, hamiltonnj.com/animal shelter. If you miss any of tonight's game, read about it in the Trentonian or Trentonian.com. Today's game brought to you by the Hamilton Township Education Association. Want to wish all of their students the best of luck. This message brought to you by the Hamilton Township Education Association. It is Rashawn Washington now in for Nottingham. And he takes the first shot and can't hit. Fight for it underneath. And it's Mathis that came away with the rebound. Matura trying to hustle and get in transition. Foley stops, pops, fires, and hits. Will Foley in transition, getting an open look.
He's on to start this game for the Irish. They love to see that.
Sam Faiflin in for Nottingham now. So a couple of changes for Chris Raba. Open 3, Raba. He nails it.
That's the closest thing to automatic as you can get.
Down low, left open, Mathis. Easy layup in transition. Chris Raba's not going to be liking that.
Yeah, that's a rare defensive lapse from the North Stars.
Raba on the other end will go to the stripe.
A little bit of do-it-yourself here from Jordan Raba. He got the bucket on the last one, tried to get it again here to keep the North Stars punching in this game.
Well, and that's the thing. Offensively, they really go when it's Dom and Jordan and, of course, Alexander. But outside of that, a couple of guys that just play a lot of really good defense. So if those guys are off, they have to find somebody else to get open looks and knock them down.
Right, and you mentioned earlier with the big men down low with a guy like Matt Giuliano who's got a lot of blocks. He's one of those guys that could stretch it out. I've seen him do quick pick and pops to get out to the perimeter and get a quick bucket for the team. So
meanwhile, 1 of 2, and the long rebound goes to Faiflin, who picks it up. And now Chris Raba can call out a play and hold it for a bit. Maybe not till it winds all the way down, but maybe the Irish will let them, and it looks like they will.
Can't really say I blame them here. You got an 8-point lead. And if you're Nottingham, you're just trying to look for something, anything.
In the corner, Raba, baseline drive. Got hit, but made the shot. 3 seconds. Foley, Mathis launches and nails it at the buzzer to end the first quarter. Noah Mathis. What a quarter for him, and it's 22-13 at the end of 1. What a play that was to end the quarter.
Oh, absolutely. Great defense from the Irish to turn it into a transition basket like that with little time left on the clock. Mathis drilling the 3 after we talked about it. We can extend the floor just a little bit. Notre Dame came to play today.
They certainly have. 22-13 at the end of 1. Back after this on WBCB.
New Jersey is home to the best public schools in the nation. And that didn't happen by accident. It's the result of parents, educators, and communities working together year after year to give our students a world-class education, no matter the challenge. Because parents and educators know that with a shared commitment to our public schools, our children can learn, grow, and thrive. And together, we can keep New Jersey's public schools the best in the nation.
Back here for the second quarter, and wide open 3 is no good from Foley. It's tipped out.
1490 WBCB, Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBC.
Looked like the Irish player was out of bounds there first.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But that's a great heads-up play there to keep it with them.
Right.
As long as the refs don't see it.
Right, exactly. So Foley had 7, Mathis had 7, Raba had 8, the leading scorers in that first quarter. Foley, top of the key. Passes it right. Now back to him. Notre will work his way into the corner now. Foley back by the circle. Gives it inside. They kick it out into the corner. And pass deflected and out of bounds off of the Irish this time. So going the other way.
There's another amazing defensive play, that time by Jordan Raba, to keep that in bounds. He threw that behind his back there to give Nottingham a chance to collect on the turnover.
The Irish have made their open looks, at least majority of them. Northstars trying to get into a little bit more of a rhythm offensively.
It's been the tale of two teams. Nottingham's just been trying to get their footing, and Notre Dame's been on the gas since the first tip.
Washington out by half court. A little bit of contact with Raba on that pass. Washington. Pass over to Faiflin. He can score from inside. Still around the arc. And Washington backing it out. Deep in the front court. High screen, Raymond. Works it right. Dom left wide open for the three. He's got it. That's what we're talking about. He can extend the floor.
That's exactly how Nottingham has to get back into this game here. They have to play it at their pace and get their playmakers wide open for shots like that.
Foley gives it up. Inside the dish. Gatetti banks it home.
That's a tough layup there, Josh Gatetti.
Inside Dom, dribble drive, kicks down low. Faiflin lost the handle. They're just a fraction off, it seems, and the Irish have been able to really put it together offensively. Crisp passes and not letting the ball really hit the ground. Wyatt Moore in the game for Notre Dame.
They haven't really been taking too many dribbles either when they get into the front court. It's just a quick pass, then go.
There's another one. Teddy with a travel.
Unfortunate there for the Irish. That would have been another quick little layup for them too. Would have just extended the lead.
Well, they were doing exactly what you were just talking about. Not too many dribbles. They're passing it and not giving much of a chance for any type of a steal unless the Northstars are jumping the pass.
Which then again is a very risky thing to do because then you leave them wide open for a shot if you were to overshoot that. And with the way that they've been shooting, that's not something you want to do too much right now.
Meanwhile, an offensive foul is called in the front court. Alexander back in for Nottingham. They could use his shot right about now.
You can really use just about anything right now, especially offensively.
JP Merloose down low. Moore inside. Kick it out. Merloose fires a three and makes it. Another three. Notre Dame shooting the lights out right now. 27-16.
It's been Irish spring green. What else can I say? They've been hitting any and everything.
Open shots. They're canning them. Miller spins and a nice shot in the lane.
That was still great defense there from Gatetti, but just a better finish there.
Yeah. Over to Scher. Scher averaging 9. Into the corner, Moore. All kinds of contact underneath, no whistle. Scher puts it on the floor, drives in, kicks out, another three, and it's Merloose who missed everything. Rebound Miller, out in transition. Ball is knocked free from Raba, and then a whistle at the other end.
Whatever the Irish are doing on defense, it definitely has the North Stars stifled, and I don't want to say upset, but they can't find the lanes that they typically find. Nottingham's just as good with the crisp passing. You see at least 5 to 6 passes before a shot goes up half the time for the offense, but whatever Notre Dame is doing to them defensively is really, really, really working for them.
Foul, I believe, was on Wyatt Moore. Mike Charles in now for Nottingham. Miller just had a nice bucket, will come out. 4:22, first half. And Dom connects on both. A little bit of pressure now from Charles. He's a long forward for them. Can get into the passing lanes. Matura. Foul is called. I don't know about that one.
I'm not too sure either. I heard a ball get hit.
Right. The ball went out of bounds. I mean,
I was fine with the whistle there. I just didn't think it was a foul.
Right. Thought the same exact thing. Scher inbounds underneath. Wyatt Moore pressured. Back to Scher. And he unloads it back up top to Matura. Merloose back to Matura. Back to Merloose, passing right. Now passes this way. Scher in the corner. Matura puts up a contested three. It's short. Rebound tracked down by Scher. Passed into the paint. Moore ends up with it. Puts up a shot. And someone might have gotten a hand on it. And then Moore knocked it out of play. Safe to say, North Star fans are not thrilled.
I wouldn't be either.
You can hear that in the crowd, Mike. But Northstars not playing their best and down 7 right now. Inside, Faiflin, tough shot, missed it. And good rebound. Cattetti turned it over though, and a good pass,
no!
but Dom missed the layup down low. And a quick timeout after possession was gained. That's a pretty good timeout there by Tim Stevens.
Oh, absolutely. Such an unfriendly rim right now for the Northstars. Faiflin with a great interception of the pass there. Finding Dom down low, that's usually butter right there, but unfortunately for the Northstars, not to be the case.
Right, good contest down there as well, not to foul anyone.
Oh, yeah.
By the Irish. Serving Trenton and their community is Kaufman Printing. From sports teams to businesses, Kaufman Printing has all of your custom apparel needs. 439 South Broad Street in Trenton. Go to kaufmansprinting.com, kaufmansprinting.com. If you miss any of tonight's game, read about it in the Trentonian or trentonian.com. Only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week. It is the Trentonian. Good one here from Notre Dame. 3:20 to play in the second quarter. 7-point lead for the Irish, and they have it. Some full court pressure on and almost miscommunication. Charles with the defense, and Foley was working it with Schur and almost turned it over. Pass into the corner. Now back up top. Passing back right. And now back up top to Foley. Foley has it again. Good defense right now by Nottingham.
Cutting off every lane that they can right now.
Schur in the corner. He's going to get trapped. He lost it for a moment, gets it back. And it's Merloose on the baseline. Somehow corralled it. Mathis tries a three, and he nails it again. Noah Mathis. Ten-point lead for Notre Dame. They are playing good basketball right now.
And that was great defense there from the Northstars. That was an incredible defensive possession, but they're able to find Mathis at the top, and again, he's able to drill another one.
Ball knocked away from Raymond, and another foul off the ball is called.
They've been really quick on the whistle in this first half, these referees have. Some of them have been questionable, but a lot of the times when there's been a lot of contact, they've kept the whistles like by themselves. It's been weird.
Get it into Dom in the front court. Raymond, couple dribbles. Now directing traffic, hands back to Alexander. Raymond drives in, gets stopped, tries to pass, and then gets it back, and is able to take a couple of steps in and score the layup.
His ability to turn something into nothing nothing into something right then is absolutely unbelievable.
Merloose almost lost it. Picked up by Matura. Now Schur. Mathis swings it. Foley open three. Yes.
That's the last guy you want to leave open.
Him and Mathis have just about made every shot that they've taken. It's impressive to watch.
It's been awesome to see if you're an Irish fan.
Alexander doesn't get the roll. A little too strong off the glass. 33-22 Irish lead. Foley steps into the lane. Schur with a three. He can't quite connect. Rebound. Ripped away by Raymond. Raymond up the floor. Good pass. And the backdoor finish for Mike Charles. Under a minute to go. 45 seconds to be exact. 33-24. This first half has been entertaining to watch.
Don't let the score dictate how close this game is. Honestly, it's a lot closer than what the score would dictate. 9-point lead for the Irish here, but honestly, you could have told me that this was as close as a 4 or 5 point game, and I would have believed you.
It's played that way intensity-wise. Up top, Foley. Merloose taking it in to the foul line, dishes right to Schur. Shot for three is in and out. That one put up by JP. Schur gets it back, falling away, missed the long jump shot. Mathis tracks it down, 2 seconds. He heaves one, and this time it doesn't go in for him.
Why not if you're Mathis right there?
Mathis in the first quarter made one at the buzzer in transition to end the first. We're at halftime here at Notre Dame, and it is an Irish lead of 33-24. Back in a few moments, and then the second half coming your way from Notre Dame after this on WBCB.
Falcon Heating and Cooling is proud to serve Hamilton Township and the surrounding communities. Their only priority is your comfort. Visit their showroom at 2615 Hamilton Avenue and see their water heaters, boilers, furnaces, and air conditioning units all on display. See what you're getting before delivery, and all brand names are there like Carrier, Lennox, Trane, and more. Falcon Heating and Cooling does their own installation. No subcontractors, enabling better pricing and financing at low rates with up to 7 years. Falcon Heating and Cooling, 2615 Hamilton Avenue. Call 609-638-4798. That's 609-638-4798. Hi, Merrill Reese for Capital Health, reminding you that the former St. Francis Medical Center is now Capital Health East, and they still offer a 24/7 emergency department as well as outpatient medical clinic services. To enter the emergency department and outpatient clinic, please use the Burt Avenue entrance. Capital Health, proud to be a partner for better health in our state's capital, Trenton, New Jersey. This is Merrill Reese reminding you that Haldeman Ford Subaru on Route 33 in Hamilton Township is more than just a great place to purchase a new Ford, Subaru, or pre-owned car or truck. Their collision and service centers services all makes and models and specializes in fleet service. Haldeman's Collision Center is renowned for their work. It's a state-of-the-art facility, all insurance accepted, free estimates and loaner cars available, and one of the friendliest staffs around. From small dents to major repairs on any make or model, it's Haldeman Ford Subaru Collision Center, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They're good! Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org. Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township.
There really is nothing like a home team advantage. That's why Team Toyota is the choice for your next vehicle purchase or service this season. With new Toyota models available for immediate delivery and over 100 certified used and pre-owned vehicles for any budget. Plus service specials to keep you on the road to victory. Shop or schedule online at teamtoyota.net or choose one of our 3 locations in Langhorne, Glen Mills, or Princeton. Are you part of the team?
Hi, this is Mercer County Prosecutor Angelo Honorfree, and I hope you're enjoying today's game. I'd like to commend today's students for participating in today's event. Being a part of extracurricular activities, whether it's an athletic event, marching in the band, or performing in the school play or being on the debate team is good for today's youth. And parents, stay involved in your children's activities and encourage them. An involved parent nurtures your children to accomplish great things. I'm proud to support the youth of Mercer County. This is Angelo Honorfree, your Mercer County prosecutor, and I hope you enjoyed today's game.
Kessel Dermatology in Hamilton Square is an award-winning dermatology practice led by Dr. Daniel Kessel, a board-certified dermatologist. He and his expert staff treat patients of all ages. They offer treatments of all types of skin, hair, and nail conditions, and annual skin cancer screenings, anti-aging treatments, ultraviolet A and B light treatments, skin tightening procedures, Botox, and other treatments that enhance your skin's overall health and appearance. Kessel Dermatology is open Monday through Thursday, 7 a.m. to 6 p.m., Friday, 7 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. For appointments, call 609-890-2600. That's 609-890-2600. Or visit KesselDermatology.com. They're at 1700 Whitehorse, Hamilton Square Road. Kessel Dermatology. They're good.
Hi, Paul Muller from Team Toyota. In this Toyota-thon, there's a lot to celebrate. If you haven't heard, new Toyota inventory is back with an updated model lineup for any lifestyle and vehicles ready for immediate delivery. Plus, over 200 certified Toyotas and used cars for any budget with special finance rates available. And our award-winning service centers will keep you merry and safe this season. Visit us in store at one of our 3 locations in Princeton, Langhorne, or Glen Mills, or shop online at teamtoyota.net.
Hamilton Township in Mercer County is fortunate to have many fine businesses that serve our community. Saul Funeral Home is a 4th-generation family-owned business proud to support our local schools and community. Their compassionate and caring staff is there for you and your family. They'll bring the closure you deserve while also celebrating the life of your loved one. Visit their website at saulfuneralhomes.com. That's saulfuneralhomes.com. Saul Funeral Home at 3795 Nottingham Way, Hamilton Square.
New Jersey is home to the best public schools in the nation. And that didn't happen by accident. It's the result of parents, educators, and communities working together year after year to give our students a world-class education, no matter the challenge. Because parents and educators know that with a shared commitment to our public schools, our children can learn, grow, and thrive. And together, we can keep New Jersey's public schools the best in the nation.
Falcon Heating and Cooling is proud to serve Hamilton Township and the surrounding communities. Their only priority is your comfort. Visit their showroom at 2615 Hamilton Avenue and see their water heaters, boilers, furnaces, and air conditioning units all on display. See what you're getting before delivery, and all brand names are there like Carrier, Lennox, Trane, and more. Falcon Heating and Cooling does their own installation. No subcontractors, enabling better pricing and financing at low rates with up to 7 years. Falcon Heating and Cooling, 2615 Hamilton Avenue. Call 609-638-4798. That's 609-638-4798. This is Merrill Reese reminding you that Haldeman Ford Subaru on Route 33 in Hamilton Township is more than just a great place to purchase a new Ford, Subaru, or pre-owned car or truck. Their collision and service centers services all makes and models and specializes in fleet service. Haldeman's Collision Center is renowned for their work. It's a state-of-the-art facility, all insurance accepted, free estimates and loaner cars available, and one of the friendliest staffs around. From small dents to major repairs on any make or model, it's Haldeman Ford Subaru Collision Center, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They're good! Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org. Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township.
Welcome back to Notre Dame as got a good one here, 33-24. Some things of note here, Ryan. 7 threes made by Notre Dame. They really shot well in that first half. Foley with 10, Mathis with 10, and clearly those are the two guys. They have 20 of the 33 points. Those are the guys that Nottingham needs to do something about.
Yeah, and then even when you look at a guy like JP Melroos or Scher, who's been doing his fair share of things in the scoring realm as well as the defensive realm here, Notre Dame has played perfectly, honestly. If I was the Notre Dame coach, I assume this was the game plan, and it's been exactly how it needed to be executed. It's been almost perfect basketball from the Irish.
Alexander will get it on the inbound, and we're back underway. Rabba with 10 at the half, and Dom Raymond with 8. And Rabba got hit on the shot. Free throw line jump shot, and he'll just walk right to the line, shoot 2.
That was one of the things that we heard a lot from Coach Rabba, that wasn't necessarily many whistles being blown for the North Stars, getting them to the line right there. As Rabba drills the first one.
Yep. And like we were saying, team is going to go, sure, how they play defense, but Rabba and Raymond need to do some of the heavy lifting offensively sometimes.
Oh, 100%. As much as good as this Nottingham team is, and as easily this team could score with almost anybody on the court, Jordan Rabba and Dom Raymond are probably the heart and soul of the North Stars right now. If they're not going, or even if they are going and they get a little cold, it's like there's not really much that they think that they can do.
5 seconds there, so Nottingham with good defense will get the ball back. And you know that even though the shots were going down, still only 33 points in that first half, Ryan. So you got to feel, if you're Nottingham, that you still played some pretty solid defense.
Oh, 100%.
Overall.
Yeah, absolutely. Like 9-point lead going into halftime really kind of means nothing with the defense that they played. They've got their hands on a bunch of the balls. They stifled a lot of passing lanes, and Notre Dame wasn't perfect. They missed a couple shots down low, a couple easy ones, but yeah, even though they're down, it was a great defensive basketball from Nottingham in the first half.
Raymond got his shot denied a bit, and through some contact missed the shot.
Calling for fouls here on Dom here.
Alexander works off a high screen, works it in. Shot for 3 in the corner, and Rabba just a touch off the mark. Merloose, rebound, up to Foley. Foley with a finger roll in transition. Beautifully done by the Irish, and quickly moving ahead. Missed shot from Alexander, but it's Miller that gets it back. Offensive rebound, and the put in from in the paint.
It almost looked like they were looking for another whistle there, but they weren't able to get one.
And there's a strip. Alexander makes the layup. That's what the Stars are looking for. It's a 5-point game now all of a sudden. Foley moves in. Mathis got hacked.
Uh-oh.
And he goes down. There has been plenty of guys on the floor here tonight.
If you're the Irish, you're definitely not one of them. He's definitely one of the last guys you would want to see on the ground.
No question. And Mathis still on the ground. He's going to go to the line. And got hit hard trying to go up for the basket.
I'm almost hoping that he just got like the wind knocked out of him. I didn't see him holding a knee or holding an ankle or anything, so that relieves my nerves a little bit, but I still can't really tell. He's setting up now.
Yep. And getting looked at by Coach Stevens and the athletic training staff. And you hope that's what it is. He is walking okay, just kind of getting his wits back about him.
It looks like they are going to take him out. Someone else is going to shoot the free throws here.
Okay, so it will be Andrew Gill. Gill in the game for the first time and unable to make the first one. Mathis, big story so far in this game. Had 10 points in that first half. Was going up for another bucket. Got fouled and is out. Nice Notre Dame bounce there. Makes one of two. Dante Alexander walks it up. Now Washington. Certainly like to see him get going.
Certainly like to see Alexander get going as well.
Yep. Foul in the front court. Raba. A little too much contact there, and now Washington in front of some of the fans over there.
Looks like we got a bit of a chant going from the North Star faithful here.
Merloose comes in for Gill. Down low, Dom blocked by Foley. Dom gets it back again, and it's an offensive foul.
Unbelievable defense there from Foley. The block to start and then to draw the offensive foul on one of the most polished big men in Mercer County. This Notre Dame defense is really, really nothing to play with right now.
Nope, Dom might have just lowered his shoulder there. A bit too much, and like you said, good defense, good body control there to get the call. And the inbound pass goes out of bounds and into the water cooler. Notre taking some ice cold water with them.
If it wasn't so cold outside, I would assume that would feel fantastic for him right now.
Sure, if it was a baseball game in August, that wouldn't be too bad. And the ball might have gotten some of that.
Yeah, the ball's definitely wet. This is a comedy of errors I didn't expect.
This game is sponsored in part by Hamaya's Italian Eatery, 3681 Nottingham Way. Brand new restaurant is open 7 days a week. Besides the traditional Italian dishes, they have weekend specials every Saturday and Sunday as well. Check that out for the Super Bowl. And they also have the salads, hoagies, subs, cheesesteaks, everything else. That's Amaya's Italian Eatery, open 7 days, 3681 Nottingham Way in Hamilton. And, a foul is called. Looked like a lot of ball as Miller was going up for the shot.
Looked like Miller was about to go up and try to slam that. And
yep.
What looked like a lot of ball was apparently not a lot of ball as Miller's going to the line to try to make up for that dunk attempt.
I don't know. When I see the ball come out like that, I don't know how you can blow the whistle there.
I don't either.
But there has been a couple on both sides where we've kind of both have looked at each other like maybe no whistle there. But good to see Mathis back in.
Oh, yeah. A little stinger gone right away.
5:35 third quarter. 5-point lead for Notre Dame. And Miller off back iron, fight for the rebound. Washington ends up with it. And now it's Raba moves inside, and he got bumped on the baseline.
A little bit of energy coming out of the North Stars now. That momentum might be shifting a little bit.
Yeah, they've got to continue to make plays. However, that is the fourth foul of this quarter on the Irish. And so one more would be 2 free throws for the rest of the quarter.
And we're barely 3 minutes into the quarter.
Right. Raymond inside and scores with a left hand. Good lefty move by Dom. And yeah, you can start to feel it now. And a foul on Washington. They're calling it tight.
Yeah, they're barely letting him get past half court here. Foley had a clear lane there, even if he were to just not blow the whistle. But nevertheless, it's been a whistle fest to start this quarter.
It has.
Typically, a game like this, you want to let the kids play. You don't want to let the whistle dictate the outcome of the game. Right now, that's not the case, but you don't want to see it turn into that. Great defense again.
Unbelievable play, Washington. Easy layup. He just poked that thing up into the air and plucked it out and scores. Inside Matura.
Just like that, the Northstars are only down by 1 now.
And reaching in once again will be called, and that is the 4th team foul. So both teams have 4. I have not seen this since the new rule has come in. And Ryan, you and I were talking in that second quarter where things seemed like they were whistling things a little tight. It's gotten worse.
Yeah,
not better.
Yeah, I don't understand this. We've been, 3 minutes into the quarter. There's been 8 fouls called already.
Yeah, and some of these, clearly there's a lot of ball.
Oh, 100%. Whether we're talking about the block or even something like that, I'm surprised there wasn't a whistle there.
I totally agree. Shot is missed from in close.
That's great defense from Raymond.
Northstars with it. In transition, Dom pulls up.
And that's the lead for the Northstars there.
37-36. You knew they weren't going to go away quietly. Good pass, now Sure, front court. Gives it up to Matura. And now Foley. Foley's been quiet. They've defended him pretty well.
He was the main man in the first half, not so far this second.
Matura answers with a triple. Dom pumps, drives in on Cattetti, and he traveled.
A lot of people are disagreeing with that one. They're saying there was more contact than there was a walk, but goes right back to the Irish here after a really, really big drilled 3.
Well, now it's going to be inconsistent, I think, Ryan, because they called it very quickly before, but now they realize that both teams are on 4 team fouls in the quarter. So one more is 2 shots for the rest of it. And now I think they realize they can't call it so tight. And now they do.
We're going to be in for a long third quarter, Keith.
Yep. Every time that somebody has reached in on either side, even a little bit, it's been called majority of the time. And now it's 2 shots for 3:58.
I will say it is kind of funny, though. It started out with Notre Dame just leading the whole game with fouls there. They started out with 4 with like 2 minutes into the quarter here. Now Nottingham has taken the lead on the foul side of things, too.
Right. Makes it 40-37. Well, the Irish fell down by 1 just a few moments ago, but big hit by Matura for 3. Gave them back the lead, and now chance to make it back to 4-point lead. And Foley does.
Who else?
14 fouls for Notre Dame, 2. Timeout. Chris Robbo will take one, wants to talk things over.
Rightfully so. Team's got to be a little flustered right now.
41-37, timeout. Hamilton Township Division of Health offers a variety of services to keep you and the community healthy. Support for everyone to stay up to date on recommended vaccines. You or a loved one needs an annual flu shot, COVID-19 shot, or pneumonia shot. The division is there to help. Most residents can take advantage of free clinics in the county. Check them out, HamiltonNJ.com/health. Stay healthy, Hamilton. Car buying made simple at Hyundai of Trenton, 1655 North Holden Avenue in Ewing Township. Over 100 new Hyundai models, including hybrid models. Hyundai of Trenton has the inventory, including a huge selection of pre-owned vehicles. You can trade in your car. They can purchase it. Fast payment, top dollar paid for your car. Go to 1655 North Holden Avenue in Ewing Township for Hyundai of Trenton. 3 minutes, 50 seconds left, and might be in for a long one. Irish in the bonus already, and Nottingham not far behind.
Not even, yeah, it's, let's see if we can get across the half court here without a whistle.
Sure guarding in the front court, Alexander. Giuliano back in. And some contact there, no whistle. Raba falls down, got knocked down. And now it's Miller throwing up a wild shot.
That's a surprising lack of whistles.
Yeah,
I'm a little lost.
don't even know.
A little lost, honestly, with that, but nevertheless, Irish ball.
Foley through some contact denied. Going the other way. Alexander, shot for three. Yes! In transition, good three. There's Dante Alexander. 41-40. Got to be careful, both teams defensively, and Miller puts his hands on the hip of Foley, and it's whistled. 2 shots.
Any little bit of contact, it's apparently, unless you're going up for a shot, is going to be a whistle, because we've seen a lot of contact on layups, and we've barely really seen many shooting fouls. It's been a lot of hand checks, a lot of reaches, a lot of wishy-washy things here.
I would argue mostly reaches.
Yes.
For both sides. And almost 4 minutes where it could have been foul shots.
What was a 9-point lead has really quickly become a 2-point lead for the Irish.
Yeah, it's true too. Defense has ratcheted up for Chris Raba's team. But the Irish have done a really nice job too. Alexander, long three. And it's a little long. Miller keeps it alive offensively, and it's off of Mathis's shoe. Underneath. Irish ball, or rather, North Star ball.
Seems like the North Stars are showing a bit more hustle than the Irish as well right now. They've gotten to a lot more offensive rebounds.
Bounces it in. Miller works it back out into the front court. Being a little patient. Gatete guards. Outlet to Dom. Dom with a miss. That was from downtown. Gatete tracks down the rebound. Foley was about to get trapped. Works it over to Schur. And now Schur pulls it back out and gives to Foley. Miller is on him. He's one of their best defenders.
North Stars have gone to a bit more of a man look. In the first half, there was almost a zone look that was trapping Foley whenever he had the ball at the top of the key. Huge block.
Massive one, and here's Giuliano, and he missed it. Couldn't decide if he was going up for a dunk or the finger roll, and that's a big play. Matura steps in, Foley for three, no good. Falls to the opposite side of the rim, and it goes out of play. And it will stay right there. I've seen that quite a bit this year.
Yeah.
In high school action, guys can't decide whether they want to go up for the dunk or not.
Yeah, it's like it seems like as soon as they figure out that they can do a quick little rim grazer, it's a game time decision each time. Like, am I throwing one down today? Am I going to touch rim?
Timeout, Tim Stevens. Time to view the world through Jammer Doors and Windows, family owned and operated since 1920. And they continue to SWAT home run sales, service installation, garage doors and openers, entry doors, patio doors, storm doors, and windows. And Jammer does their own work, no subcontractors, saving you money. Avoid the big box stores, save with Jammer Doors and Windows. Visit their showroom, 2850 Brunswick Pike. Business Route 1 in Lawrenceville, and by appointment in Yardley. Call 215-493-7709. Check out the Italian People's Bakery on 63 Butler Street for the rolls, the deli meats, and the pastries. 63 Butler Street is the place to go for the best hoagies, finest dessert trays for any get-together. The Italian People's Bakery since 1936. Got to get it in, and they get it in. Matura for three, way low.
Oh.
Plucked out of the air by Raba. He's running in transition. Faiflin. Back up top. Alexander drives in, kicks to Miller. In the corner, he puts it on the floor. Now Raymond. Fouled on the way up. Both teams in the bonus now, minute 14.
I'm just glad that getting into the bonus was on a legitimate foul that time instead of somebody bringing it across the court and just getting touched.
Yeah, we didn't like that, if you could tell. These games are going to be physical. We know that, but if we're calling fouls 50 feet from the basket on both teams, it doesn't make for a good outcome.
Yeah, a lot of the times they say that the game is won at the line in the long run, which is true most of the time. However, you don't want the entire game to be played from the line.
Mathis, baseline J, missed it, and a good rebound. Gatetti was there, and Miller was there, and Miller won the battle.
That's one of those ones that has to fall there. You can't be missing that in a game like this.
Mathis has been very good. Came off shortly due to injury, where he was a little shaken up. Weave set, top of the key.
Northstars love this.
Raymond thought about giving it up, now keeps. Faiflin, 35 seconds left. Dante Alexander.
Irish playing some great defense right now on the Northstars.
They have been good all game.
Tried to get a quick screen there and have some discussions in the corner. Raba definitely got hit.
Raba and Matura are talking.
Miller
10
takes it in.
seconds. Miller missed the shot. Dom there. Can't clean it up. Contact saved. Raba, 3 seconds. Puts it up on a spinning shot. No good. Mathis with a rebound that ends quarter number 3 that was filled with 10-plus fouls altogether. And we have a tie game. Northstars trailed it by 9, and they've come all the way back. Fourth quarter, tied at 42 here from Notre Dame after this.
Hi, this is Mercer County Prosecutor Angelo Honorfree, and I hope you're enjoying today's game. I'd like to commend today's students for participating in today's event. Being a part of extracurricular activities, whether it's an athletic event, marching in the band, or performing in the school play, or being on the debate team, is good for today's youth. And parents, stay involved in your children's activities and encourage them. An involved parent nurtures your children to accomplish great things. I'm proud to support the youth of Mercer County. This is Angelo Honorfree, your Mercer County Prosecutor, and I hope you enjoyed today.
Since 1899, proud to be a part of your greater Hamilton Township community is Saul Funeral Home. Saul Funeral Home is a fourth-generation family-owned business that proudly supports our community and has guided families at Mercer County when they need it the most. Their caring, dedicated, and compassionate staff is always ready to go above and beyond to bring you the closure you deserve while celebrating the unique life of your loved one. Visit their website at saulfuneralhomes.com. That's saulfuneralhomes.com. Saul Funeral Homes is proud to sponsor today's game and hopes you enjoy it. And today's game is brought to you by the Hamilton Township Education Association, who would like to take this opportunity to wish all of our students the best luck this school term. We are proud to support you. This message brought to you by the Hamilton Township Education Association.
Back here for the fourth quarter, and Will Foley was held to just 3 points, all free throws in that third quarter.
My goodness.
And came in scoring 10. Him and Mathis both had 10 at the half and had 20 of the 33 points. And Gatetti down low somehow gets it up top. Corner, sure, in and out for the 3. Leaping up to grab the board is Alexander. In transition, no look pass, and the finish. Raymond ends up on the ground as well.
That's a lead for the Northstars now.
Second one of the night. That's it. Otherwise, the Irish have controlled. Foley takes it inside. Falling away. Shot off glass short. Faiflin and a battle for the rebound. Foley was trying to get it back.
They called a foul on that.
On who?
I'm trying to figure that out. On 10?
I guess on Faiflin.
On Sam Faiflin.
That was either a jump ball or nothing.
That was a jump. That was a jump ball. I don't know how you can call a foul on that. I'm sorry. I'm not going to go on a tangent, but you can't call a foul on that.
I don't think so. I think that was a jump ball, but first foul of the quarter underneath and knocked away. You know what they say, ball don't lie sometimes. And there's a foul on Raymond, rather against Raymond, and one foul each now. Guess that's something to keep an eye on. And they'll have it in the front court.
One of those games where it's like, guess the whistle.
Got to get it in and lob it into Raba. 7 minutes to go. 2-point game. Alexander. Raymond. Up top, Alexander. And miscommunication.
Looked like Jordan Raba just kind of ducked out of the way of that one. He really wasn't ready for that one.
Foley inbounds it to Merloose. Irish looking to get something going. Came into that third quarter with just 33 points. They had the lead and haven't done much here in this second half. Falling away, shot in the lane, and Merloose misses. Inside Miller, back out, up top. Dante Alexander, sure on him defensively. 44-42. Miller, dribble drive, reverse layup. Oh, he just missed. Good defense. And the rebound corralled by Foley.
That's a tough layup right there from Miller, but even better defense from the Irish to keep him from finishing.
They have been impressive. Shot wide open for three, in and out. Put up by Merloose, he was left open. Kept alive by Scher with the offensive board. Shot for three, Matura is off the mark, but another long rebound.
They're going to say he stepped out now.
No, to Scher, and then a timeout.
Oh, there we
by
go.
Tim Stevens. That's a good timeout there.
That is a great timeout.
He wants to settle some things down.
My apologies. I thought they said he stepped out there, but you're right. Good timeout.
Yep, pointed right to the bench there. And HDSD virtual kindergarten registration for fall 2024 opens January 22nd. Well, it opened January 22nd. Visit hdsdnj.org to register. And you can also check out HDSD Summer Camp. That registration opens February 1st. Visit hdsdnj.org. And check that out as well. Serving Trenton and their community, Kaufman Printing. From sports teams to businesses, Kaufman Printing has all of your custom apparel needs. 439 South Broad Street in Trenton. Kaufman'sPrinting.com, Kaufman'sPrinting.com. You miss any of tonight's game, read about it in the Trentonian or Trentonian.com. Only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week. It is the Trentonian. Once again, check out Amaya's, their proud sponsor of tonight's game. 3681 Nottingham Way, brand new Italian restaurant, open 7 days a week. Check out all of their specials. They've got pizza specials and a great menu as well. Fresh salads, hoagies, subs, cheesesteaks, gourmet pies, and everything else. Amaya's Italian Eatery, 3681 Nottingham Way in Hamilton. Fourth quarter action, 2-point game. Irish have it after the timeout underneath. Scher looking to pass. Foley thought about a triple. Now Scher dishes. Matura. Down low Merloose. Good passing by the Irish.
Ball hasn't touched the ground yet.
Nope. You pointed that out earlier. They have done a great job. Crisp passing. Foley, long three. He's got it!
Ooh.
Will Foley, the sophomore.
Automatic in the first half. He's been really, really quiet so far in the second half. This is exactly what the Irish need to, stay in this game and keep the lead now.
Well, good job by Tim Stevens. That was a good timeout, and he got his guy open, and a foul off the ball as Raba got pretty well knocked off the ball there by Foley. Mathis comes back in, another sophomore. This Irish team is set up to be pretty good for a while with a couple of really good sophomores in Foley and Mathis.
You could say that again.
Falling away, jump shot won't go from the elbow. Faiflin got it back and puts it in.
What a rebound from Sam Faiflin, able to fight it away from Mathis and get the bucket for Nottingham. That was unbelievable.
Foley launches, and he's way off, and it goes almost into the seats. You don't see that too much from Will.
Almost able to save it there, too, were the Irish, but rare major miscue there from Will Foley.
Yeah, you're right. What a job by Faiflin there. Foley was trying to stay hot, and he nailed a bunch against Trenton in that last game. A blowout win for the Irish. Foley was on the mark that game, too. He had 20. Foul off the ball again.
They're going to get it on Dom, I believe.
Oh, we've seen both teams get hit with off-the-ball fouls, and it just continues.
Almost every call is a momentum flip. It's weird. No team can grasp it because the whistle takes it away.
Well, imagine how inconsistent it might be when it gets under 2 minutes.
I don't even want to think
in a
about that.
one-point game, it's not been great so far. Sure, gets it across the timeline. Now spins, kicks it back out. Foley, top of the arc, dribbling around, tough dribbling. Washington again gets called as he tries to pluck the ball free, and they've called it that way all night. Now somebody's got to make an adjustment. Both teams probably should, because that's the way it's going to be called.
Like, that's foul number 3 for the North Stars as a team. So we're already 2 fouls from automatic free throws with over 4 minutes to play in the fourth quarter.
That's what it was last quarter. If you're just joining us, both teams were in the bonus and fairly early. Notre Dame had 4 fouls very early, and there's another foul. So that was on the shot that time.
That one was a bit more understanding. However, I am also partial to believe that that was all ball. It didn't look like really much contact there. Raba did a good job of poking that one out, but the ref saw it differently.
4 minutes even and 3 team fouls. Rather, that's 4 team fouls. Tie game at 46. And now the Irish back with the lead. They controlled for the entire first half. North Stars battled back from 9 to tie it up, and they've taken the lead twice. Now back down 1, 47-46. Good defense.
Amazing
and
defense.
And it's Merloose taking it all the way. And a layup is good. Merloose with the hands. And a great play.
Able to rip that out of Alexander's hands. A rare turnover from him.
Washington.
Another turnover here, and they're looking for a walk.
Foley rises up and scores through the contact. What a play from Foley. Other end 3. Alexander with a miss. And a foul as Dom got it. Went right into his hands. He will go to the line. Boy, that would have been a big 3 on the other end.
Notre Dame able to take great defense and turn it into amazing offense there. We're able to poke the ball free from Alexander, which is something you don't see very often from him specifically. A lot of effort so far from Notre Dame all of a sudden.
Well, they have played really well all night. It's been the North Star defense that came up big a bunch, and
it's like the Irish are starting to do the same for them.
Yep. And Sure almost had it knocked away. 4 fouls to 3. Here in the fourth, Foley, some contact there, missed the shot.
The tough layup there from Foley.
Yep. Long pass, Dom able to keep it in play. Lobs it back and could have been a travel. But Washington regained his footing. Washington, Raba launches.
Oh,
and
no.
He got knocked down. That's going to be 3 shots, I believe.
That's
for Raba.
worst case scenario for the Irish. Even if it was a little wishy-washy, you can't give them any type of leeway to call a foul in a situation like that, especially to him, especially to Jordan Raba.
Well, and I think the coaches might be in some agreement, shaking their head at points and miss from Raba, but seems like everything is being called, so these guys have got to be careful. 14 fouls each. Raba able to nail the second one.
That first free throw there could end up to be huge later in a couple minutes.
Well, this game easily could come down to free throws. And Raba misses 2 out of 3, but Dom and what's being called?
I think they're calling it on Dom. I don't know if they're calling it over the back or if there's a violation. It almost
wow, and so they're going to call it on Matura. I thought it might be an over the back on Dom as well.
That's what I was thinking.
But
yeah.
now Dom is the one that gets fouled.
So let me get this straight. Foul on the rebound off of the missed free throw from Raba. What looked like was going to be an over the back on Dom is now a holding penalty?
Right, a foul on
a holding
Matura.
foul on Matura, and now Dom is at the line for 2.
Because that's the 15th foul. So
I hope that wasn't as confusing as I made it sound. Like, I didn't do a very good job explaining that just then, but I feel like it would have been a crapshoot regardless of whoever tried to explain that one.
Well, Dom has a chance to tie it if he can make the second one. And he does. 51 all, 2:34 to go in this one. We said the gym was a little quiet before. It's not now. Raba got called for a block. And it'll be 2 shots. Both teams now in the bonus with 5 fouls in a tie game with 2:20 left. And this game probably going to come down to the stripe.
I was just about to say, not to bring up your prediction from earlier, but it seems like this is going to come down to free throws here, whether we like it or not.
Well, coming into this game, done my fair share of Mercer County basketball. And now Raba is getting a talking to. And he will, I think, I don't know what he's pointing at.
As upset as Coach Raba is, he really needs to be careful that he doesn't get a tech here, because that could really, really swing things.
No question.
point-wise.
No question. Both coaches have to make sure that they don't. That goes without saying as Foley grabs them lead. Going back to what I was saying, I've done plenty of games this season, and I think I've seen a team in the bonus in maybe 2 quarters the entire season. Now we've seen back-to-back quarters for both teams, not just one.
No, he's good.
53-51 as Foley with some clutch free throws.
More contact.
Raba inside layup blocked from behind, and they call another foul. Mathis will get hit with the foul.
I guess.
To the line, shooting 2 for the Northstars, number 2.
So it'll be Raba trying to match Foley on the other end with 2 free throws. Gets a fortuitous bounce.
When we said it was going to come down to the guard play, did you expect it to be the free throw play?
No. And Dom tried to take the rebound away from Mathis. 53-52, Foley across half court. Trying to work off a high screen from Matura. They don't switch, they keep Washington on Foley. Mathis made a couple of threes in that first half.
Yeah, the Irish were automatic in that first half. It's been the tale of 2 halves. They haven't really been able to find the bottom of the basket too much in these 3rd and 4th quarters.
And ball was loose for a second. Merloose gets it back. Wild shot. And a travel. Travel before the shot.
Jim was holding their breath on that one. They were waiting to see what Raba did, but they got the travel there. So
that was like in the NFL when your team scores a touchdown and there's a flag on the play and you have no clue who it's going to be on. Wasn't sure if that was going to be whistled some kind of a foul off the ball or something, but it was a travel and a timeout for Chris Raba. 1:29 to go, and it's 53-52. And what an effort it's been for both of these teams. Both teams battling and both picking up bonuses in both of the 3rd and 4th quarters. Hamilton Township Division of Health offers a variety of free services to keep you and the community healthy. Support for everyone to stay up to date on recommended vaccines. And Hamilton Township Division of Health can help out in that regard. The division's caring nurses can bring the vaccines to you. And most residents can take advantage of free clinics. Go to hamiltonnj.com/health. Stay healthy, Hamilton. Well, out of the timeout. We'll see how Chris Raba wants to play it and if his team can execute. They get the ball all the way down at the other end. Minute 29 left in this one. Well, we thought it was going to be a good one, and we have a good one right here from Notre Dame.
Yes, we do. Nottingham looking to take that lead yet again. I would be shocked if they don't go quick. A steal, oh my goodness.
Merloose with another one. He's down low, and a foul and a block. 2 free throws, and it's Merloose coming away with yet another steal. Was able to knock it away. Raba ended up on the ground as well.
Yeah, he was taking his time getting up and getting down the court there. It looked like he's holding his face or his neck like he got smacked.
It looked that way. Merloose with big free throws though. And he connects.
Biggest free throws of the night so far, with as many as there've been.
I would venture to say there'll be more bigger ones later.
I'm partial to agree with you, Keith.
Merloose, though, in a big moment. Missed the second. Raymond grabs the rebound. Alexander inside, missed the layup. Miller able to grab it. Hook shot. Falls down for him. Over Mathis. Merloose long pass, deflected around. Sure tracks it and fires a cross-court pass. And the Irish can set things up.
Less than a minute to go now in a tie game.
Tied at 54. 40 seconds. This could come down to the last possession. It looks like it's going to. 30 seconds. Who's going to win it? Here from Notre Dame. Northstars 11-4. Notre Dame looking for their 3rd straight win, 8-7. Big time matchup here in the CVC. Foley with a ball in his hands. 10 seconds and a timeout. That play was starting to develop, and then all of a sudden, Tim Stevens goes, I need 30 to talk about it.
Put a lot of trust in his sophomore guard there with as much time left to dribble out the clock there. Very curious to see how they come out here, to see if they go with one of their sophomores, whether it be Mathis or Foley, or if they draw up something else to see if they can get a quick look down low, because Nottingham is in a lot of trouble with this ball underneath the basket with with a little bit over 10 seconds left.
Well, going to be interesting, certainly, because how does Tim Stevens want to approach it? And they're going to get the ball in the front court, not underneath.
Oh, there we go.
So they still have to get it in and then put together a couple of passes here, potentially, and get somebody free. They could also have plenty of time to work it down low.
Yeah, there's too much time to get a shot up as soon as the ball gets put into play here. 10.5 seconds is a lot more time than people really think it is. There's a lot of things that could happen within these 10 seconds. We could see 10 points in 10 seconds, really, but like, we'll have to see what happens here. But let's see what Coach Stevens drew up here. See if the Nottingham defense can stay as stifling as they've been.
This game also brought to you by the Italian People's Bakery, 63 Butler Street. Check them out. The Italian People's Bakery since 1936. 10.5 left to go, tie game. Into the corner. Dribbling around Merloose. 5 seconds left. Foley got it knocked loose. Foley gets it back, fires. There's a whistle. And what's the call? Either way, it's 2 shots, I believe. And there was it might have been a clock malfunction.
What's going on here?
There's 0.6. They give a timeout to the Irish. Not sure when that timeout was called.
What happened?
And now they put more time on the clock.
So 1.8 seconds left now. There was no foul called, no shot or anything.
Well, so he must have called it when Foley had the ball, but I obviously we can't see Tim Stevens. And the timeout was granted from the other side of the floor.
Yeah.
So they put 1.8, and Nottingham tries to get another stop, and now significantly less time for Notre Dame to try to. They can maybe put 2 passes in, and then they've got to shoot.
Yeah, this is like the exact opposite of what we were talking about beforehand. There was a lot of time left. Now there's literally no time left. Notre Dame's got to get this in and get it up quickly. You just got to hope that there's no any other predetermining factors coming into this last play here.
It'll be Washington, Faiflin, Dom Raymond, Miller, and Dante Alexander.
Very defensive heavy set.
As you would expect, it'll be sure to inbound. Who will Tim Stevens try to get this ball to?
He's got 2 guys in front of Will Foley. Looks like we might see some down screens.
Sure, trying to get it in, he does. Matura from half court, no chance. Unlike the JV game where Jellybean Alston was not happy that his team didn't get to compete earlier and try to win the game. The varsity game going to overtime, 54 all. Extra time is needed to decide this one, and we'll be back in a moment on WBCB.
Kessel Dermatology in Hamilton Square is an award-winning dermatology practice led by Dr. Daniel Kessel, a board-certified dermatologist. He and his expert staff treat patients of all ages. They offer treatments of all types of skin, hair, and nail conditions, and annual skin cancer screenings, anti-aging treatments, ultraviolet A and B light treatments, skin tightening procedures, Botox, and other treatments that enhance your skin's overall health and appearance. Kessel Dermatology is open Monday through Thursday, 7 a.m. to 6 p.m., Friday, 7 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. For appointments, call 609-890-2600. That's 609-890-2600. Or visit KesselDermatology.com. They're at 1700 Whitehorse, Hamilton Square Road. Kessel Dermatology. They're good. 1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
Ryan Baxter with you, and it is Notre Dame and Nottingham tied at 54. 4 minutes on the clock.
We don't have that much time for whistles in this overtime here, but I wouldn't be surprised if we hear a plethora.
Hopefully not. And the tip goes no place.
Miller and Mathis on the tip again.
Oh, there we go. And Alexander ends up on the floor. Irish with it. Foley to Mathis. Merloose. Up top, straight on, Foley. Merloose again. Notre thought about a three. Instead, passes left to Foley once again. Sure works it right. Notre looking for anyone. And Sure now backs it out.
Northstars doing a great job of not giving Notre Dame any looks here.
That's a travel. Notre started his liftoff and couldn't get rid of it. That was just excellent, excellent defense.
Northstars played that whole possession perfectly. Beautiful defense. Beautiful game plan from Raba.
Down low. Dom works it in, puts it up. Shot won't go. Good rebound for Foley. Good defense by Mathis and others down low.
I'm impressed that Foley always finds his way with the ball outside of those really, really tough rebounds with the big bodies down there. He always finds his way dribbling out of there.
Foley inside and scores.
Woo!
Nicely done by the sophomore. Miller drives in, no whistle. Raymond gets blocked by Mathis, and then Mathis fouls. A block down low, and Raymond will go to the line. So the 5 fouls continue here in overtime, so 2 shots.
Even with Raymond going to the line here, that was amazing defense from Noah Mathis. Even if he was getting the foul called on him there, the ability to stay with it, get a block, get back on your feet, and have the wherewithal to block another one.
Yep. Dom will tie us up again, 56 all. 2:25 to go. Passing right, Merloose.
He lost the ball.
Lost it. Right on the line.
That one tipped.
Merloose dribbling through traffic. Open three. Matura. No good. Long rebound. Batted out. Dante Alexander gets cut off. Drives in. Through all kinds of contact. No whistle. Miller keeps it alive. Washington to Dom. Finish. Timeout, Chris Raba. What a play.
What an interesting sequence of events there from the Northstars. I don't even know how to describe that one. That was just a very, very unique offensive possession there. They're lucky to be able to come out of this with the 2-point lead here, but I'm speechless.
58-56, and it seems like the Irish have done a really good job on Dom Raymond, yet he still has 24. That just tells you everything that you need to know about how good Dom is, because there's been times where they've been trying to feed him the rock down low, and Mathis is doing a great job. Matura has done a nice job. Merloose has done a good job on him. but still he's able to get 24.
It just goes to show the body of work that this kid has. Any shot that he takes is a good shot to him. He's so strong down low to be able to just throw his shoulder into these guys and move them at will. To get these hook shots out from underneath, these little underneath layups or the big Kareem sky hooks that I haven't seen yet. I'd like to see it from him, but he is just possibly, he's one of, if not the strongest big man in Mercer County, and he's showing it tonight.
Today's game brought to you by the Hamilton Township Education Association. Want to wish all of their students the best of luck. Hamilton Township Education Association sponsoring tonight's overtime game. 146 left on the clock. Merloose gets across the timeline, works it in on Dom, and can't score the finger roll. A fight for it, and a foul against Notre Dame.
Some Merloose.
Yeah, Merloose was inches away from that going down, and then Dom was able to pull down the board. And so it's Raymond will make the long walk back to the line, and still an eternity left on the clock, 139.
To be honest, if you're Nottingham, who else would you rather have on the free throw line right now? He's been, It's like you said, he's been the focal point for this Irish defense, yet he's still sitting here, possibly about to have his 25th and 6th points of the night here.
That is just absolutely wet.
We see him do it in warm-ups every time. He's the only one doing free throws. Everybody else is doing layups.
Or dunks.
Or dunks.
Both good.
Another timeout here.
Yeah, Robbo will take a 30-second. If you miss any of tonight's game, read about it in the Trentonian or Trentonian.com. Only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week. It is the Trentonian. And serving Trenton and their community, Kaufman Printing. From sports teams to businesses, Kaufman Printing has all of your custom apparel needs. 439 South Broad Street in Trenton. Go to kaufmansprinting.com, kaufmansprinting.com. 30-second timeout for Chris Raba and his team up 60-56. Regardless of the outcome here, I mean, I am really impressed with Notre Dame. I mean, like you said off the top, they are a young team. They've got two sophomores and a junior and Max Foley that are leading them, and they're competing with a top team in a way that I have not seen many other teams do this year.
Right, and not to like completely steal what you were saying, but it's two sophomores quite literally leading the way for this team here, and there's a lot of growing to do for this Notre Dame Irish side here, and they've been able to hang with the Nottingham Northstars as Foley misses another three there. Another board from Raymond.
Raymond able to grab it, and then
another foul.
He will go back to the line
as the long 90-foot walk commences yet again.
But still, it's 60-56, so a three ball on the other end. If Foley or somebody else can make it, will cut it right in half, even if Dom puts these in.
Oh, yeah, like the amount of things that can and will probably happen in this game. We've seen a lot already, so as Dom nails the first one. So I really wouldn't be surprised if we do see that quick three, or if we do see a couple more momentum plays right here from either side.
Well, I think now the Irish are going to look to try to hurry up a little bit. They don't have to rush. It's a two-possession game. And Washington almost took it away. Foley drives in, and a whistle, a block on the floor, so two shots for Foley, and that is not necessarily what you want if you're the North Stars.
Not even a little bit.
Now they could score with the time stopped, and
they gotta hope he makes them.
And just too strong on the first. Irish had the lead the entire first half pretty much. We're up 9 and let it get away from them just a little bit. but got it to overtime. Washington, minute 5 left, picks up the dribble. Alexander takes it inside. Mathis, good defense, missed the shot. Raymond missed. And now it's going the other way. Merloose lobs, and it's taken away by Alexander. Alexander through contact, gets it across half court. Almost poked away, and timeout. Oh, what a brilliant timeout for Chris Raba right there. Alexander almost lost the handle, and it was great defense by Notre Dame.
Shout out Dante Alexander to be able to keep that dribble going the entire time from the end of the court, pretty much to the three-point line here, and with everybody on the Notre Dame side reaching at him, poking at that ball. The ability to keep that ball up until here where Coach Raba called that a brilliant timeout, hats off to him as well.
That could have been trouble and another takeaway, but instead a heads-up timeout. 62-57, 47 seconds left to go. Jammer Doors and Windows since 1920, family owned and operated, and they install all types of garage doors, openers, entry doors, patio doors, storm doors, and windows. Jammer does their own work, no subcontractors. Avoid the big box stores and check out Jammer Doors and Windows, 2850 Brunswick Pike, Business Route 1 in Lawrenceville, or at Yardley. By appointment, call 215-493-7709. Final 47 seconds. Nottingham with the lead. And the basketball. Right in front of the bench. Washington swarmed. Pass deflected. Raymond double teamed. Battling with it. He's in trouble. Ball is loose. Ends up underneath Raba. And a jump ball. I can't tell where the possession arrow is from here, but Jellybean Alston is saying that it's going to be Nottingham ball anyhow.
And yes, it is.
So that's a good job to fight for that and win back the possession. But again, wonderful defense there from the Irish.
No, seriously, in a situation where you would expect almost they would be fouling almost instantaneously, they almost get a turnover there.
They are quick, they're long, they're swarming the ball. Nobody can get an inch. Raba in the paint, shovels it to Raymond, and an easy layup.
I don't want to say dagger, but it could be close.
Merloose through traffic, puts it up, foul, and one. They will not go away. J.P. Merloose to the line, shooting one to cut it to 4.
Looks like making another sub here is Notre Dame. That's Wyatt Morgan ready to come back in. Can he convert the end one? No, he
cannot.
can't.
Raymond with a rebound. Possession arrow is the Irish, and it's out of play. And they rule it to be Irish ball.
So Dom dropped the ball there, and it went out of bounds before Merloose touched it?
Yeah, and he knew that the arrow was not pointing their way, so he could not take a jump ball.
Looks like Dom's a little upset here.
He comes out, Faiflin's in. Dom will stay right by the table. Underneath it goes. 64-59. 16 seconds. Foley pumps, shot, no good from downtown. Offensive rebound. Lob pass into the front court. Sure fires. That one is off the mark. Nottingham is going to hang on. That'll do it.
Wow.
In overtime. Nottingham gets their 12th win. They go to 12-4, 64-59. We'll take a timeout and have the postgame for you after this on WBCB.
Hamilton Township in Mercer County is fortunate to have many fine businesses that serve our community. Saul Funeral Home is a fourth-generation family-owned business proud to support our local schools and community. Their compassionate and caring staff is there for you and your family. They'll bring the closure you deserve while also celebrating the life of your loved one. Visit their website at saulfuneralhomes.com. That's saulfuneralhomes.com. Saul Funeral Home at 3795 Nottingham Way, Hamilton Square.
New Jersey is home to the best public schools in the nation. And that didn't happen by accident. It's the result of parents, educators, and communities working together year after year to give our students a world-class education, no matter the challenge. Because parents and educators know that with a shared commitment to our public schools, our children can learn, grow, and thrive. And together, we can keep New Jersey's public schools the best in the nation.
Back with our Italian People's Bakery and Amaya's Italian Eatery player of the game, Dominic Raymond. Dom, you had just about 30 points tonight, and your Nottingham team didn't really start out the greatest. You went into the second half down. What does it say about this team that they're able to come back and play as well as they did to get this big win?
You know, our team is a bunch of fighters. We knew coming into this game it was being a dogfight. Coach Rabbi and Coach Ant prepared us with film, and we just basically came out that we had to win this game. So we were prepared, and our team is tough. It's really tough.
It was really, really scrappy there the entire game. You were at the line a bunch. Your teammate Jordan Rabba was at the line a bunch. How important is it? How important are the free throws really? Because that's really what it came down to, and you were really, really clutch on the line there as well as your teammates. How important is it to just get all those out of the way and get those practices in?
You know, it's free money. 3 points. Our team needed them. Our team stepped up. Jordan, everyone, we practice free throws like 20, 30 minutes a day at practice. It pays off. Hard work pays off. And shout out to my team because I love this team, man.
You guys continue to impress and show that you're one of the better teams in Mercer County. From Dom Raymond himself, what should the Mercer County fans expect from Nottingham for the rest of this year?
Just watch. That's it. Just watch.
Just watch.
We let people talk, post. We don't care. We don't do none of that stuff. We just play our game, play our roles, and this will be a hard team to beat.
And that's what I like to hear. Dom Raymond, your Italian People's Bakery, and Amaya's Italian Eatery player of the game. Dom, I'm going to let you go celebrate this win with your team. Good game from you, and enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you, sir.
Of course. And there we have it, 64-59, the final score. The Northstars getting the big win here in CVC play in overtime, despite a little bit of, I don't want to call it shenanigans, but really heavy on the whistles there. They were able to come through and show why they are one of the better teams with another big win. Thank you to all of our sponsors here, the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office, Capital Health System, Revere Restaurant, Team Toyota, the New Jersey Education Association, Notre Dame High School, Haldeman Ford Subaru, Kessel Dermatology, Falcon Heating and Cooling, the Hamilton Township Animal Shelter, Hamilton Township Division of Health, Hyundai of Trenton, Jammer Doors, Italian People's Bakery, and Saul Funeral Homes. For Keith Noonan on the play-by-play, Brianne O'Neill doing the video editing, I've been Ryan Baxter saying so long and good night from Notre Dame, where the final score is 64-59, Nottingham over Notre Dame on the WBCB Sports Network. Take care.